What's up, boys? We are back today. We're going to be talking about UFC 309, mainly the co-main event today. I already made a video talking about the main event, so if you have not seen that, make sure to check it out. The rest of the card does not deserve my attention. It's shocking, it's horrendous, it's disgusting. Yeah, I'm not going to be giving my predictions for that. I don't think you guys care. I mean, Vivian Araujo and Karine Silva. Who is that? How is that on the main card? Who are they? I'm sure most of you guys don't even know who they are. But, I mean, yeah, let's get into it. Talk about the co-main event. Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. I'm sure you guys have already seen the thumbnail. You know what I'm going to say. Charles Oliveira will get destroyed by Michael Chandler. Hear me out, guys. I know a lot of the Bronx fans are going to hate me and call me casuals, but come on. Charles Oliveira is coming off 2 losses in his last 3, and he's at the tail end of his career. And you can say the same thing about Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler's coming off a loss to Dustin Poirier, and I think Michael Chandler is just more hungry for it than Charles Oliveira is. Charles Oliveira didn't really look that bad in his last fight against Armin Tsarukyan, but still, he's already been champion. He's faced Islam. He knows what Islam's capable of. And call me crazy, but right now, as of today, whatever the day is, I believe Michael Chandler has a better chance to be champion than Charles Oliveira. Michael Chandler's waited 2 long years, waiting and training for this moment. I mean, we know how scary and absolutely terrifying Michael Chandler is in that first round, especially after the photos that have came out in the last couple weeks. Dude, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He looks like prime Arnold Schwarzenegger. Michael Chandler has actual power, dude. He's an actual strong little guy. He literally rocked Charles Oliveira in that first fight. Arguably, it should have been stopped. Michael Chandler is going to be real hungry in that first round. In the whole fight, he's going to be hungry. I mean, he has KO power. And Charles Oliveira is not that hard to hit. The way Charles Oliveira's stand-up game is, you can get some good punches in there. And that's what Chandler did last time. I've seen a lot of people saying that Charles Oliveira has improved since their last fight. And well, in my opinion, that is just a plain, blatant lie. I mean, he lost that special something, that hunger. In that fight against Armin, I feel like he could have just pushed more, done a little bit more, got it done if he really wanted it. I think Michael Chandler is definitely going to play it more careful than he did in his last fight against Oliveira and not get too carried away, just so he can manage that stamina a little bit more. If he does catch Charles, I do think Chandler will definitely come back better overall, though. Charles Oliveira's inability to actually create those grappling exchanges might be a problem as well. And if Chandler does rock Charles again, I will say Charles does have the ability to recover better than most fighters. I just see Michael Chandler beating Oliveira in the striking, man. I mean, Michael Chandler isn't really a jiu-jitsu guy, so it'll be interesting to see how the grappling exchanges go. I see Michael Chandler coming out of the fight via second or first round TKO even. I've never been really a huge Charles Oliveira fan. I just feel like that Charles really lost his hunger, his drive, his passion, you can say, after that Islam fight, especially after how Islam literally beat Charles at his very own game, submitting him. Who does that to Charles Oliveira? No one does that to Charles Oliveira. I mean, that has to do something to him mentally. Charles is not that good of a wrestler. He's never been a good wrestler. He's been like that for most of his career. He hasn't changed a lot in the wrestling department since his early fights. Obviously, though, his jiu-jitsu is great. Probably the greatest ever in jiu-jitsu wise. That is very different to wrestling now. I mean, every time Charles Oliveira has fought a semi-decent wrestler, he's lost. Armin Tsarukyan, Islam Makhachev, more. I mean, Michael Chandler's wrestling is very good. And it's scary that, honestly, at this point, Michael Chandler's striking is better than his wrestling. He's a very well-rounded fighter if you think about it. If you really think about it, Michael Chandler has only lost to the top fighters. I mean, Justin Gaethje, Charles Oliveira is a top fighter. In the end, man, Charles is one of the best to ever do it. And if I am wrong, call me a clown, call me an idiot, call me a casual. It does help the views get up. I know I have a lot of the Bronx fans on my channel, apparently, as well. Judging by the poll I posted, for more polls like this, make sure to vote on them. Also, in my last video, the audio cut out halfway through for some reason, and it's doing really well, so I don't want to delete it, but it's annoying me. Sorry about that one, boys. But yeah, anyway, boys, thank you, boys, for watching. I'm saying boys so much. Let me know you guys' predictions for UFC 309. Try to enjoy it. I know the card sucks, but still try, man. Octagon Outpost out.